Right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 259. Now, last week I said that things were going to get a little creepy. Well, here we are, man. Here we are, Creepshow. Creepshow 2. Yeah, I'm kind of going backwards here, I did some time ago, I think like 2 years ago, I did the review on Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, which was the real Creepshow 3. Now I'm doing Creepshow 2, and at some point down the road, some point in life, I'm going to do the review on Creepshow. But right now, I'm doing Creepshow 2 in 1987. As a matter of fact, This is why I'm doing the review on Creepshow right now and not the review of Mortal Kombat, because today is May 1st, and ironically enough, the initial release date for Creepshow 2 was on May 1st, 1987. The initial release date. So, what better way? What is the most opportune time to hit you with a review of Creepshow 2, which is on May 1st. Hey, it's the anniversary, so let's go with it. Yeah, man, Creepshow 2, 1987, May 1st, 1987. And yeah, this movie, it's a sequel to the 1982 classic. Yep, 1982 classic Creepshow, directed by the late great George A. Romero. Well, that was Creepshow, but this is Creepshow 2, directed by Michael Gornick. But it was written, well, the story is written by based on stories by Stephen King, but the screenplay, it is written by George A. Romero, the late great George A. Romero, and Lucille Fletcher, who is not even credited. She didn't even get her credit for this movie. But yeah, man. Even though George A. Romero did not direct this movie, his pen, his hand was all over it. Stephen King's hand was all over it. Stephen King's face was in it. But yeah, this movie, it's a little bit shorter. It's a little bit shorter than the last film. It's it got three stories. It could have had 5 stories, but they had to take 2 out for budgetary reasons. Save some time, save some money on budget. But hey, if you saw those stories in Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, the real Creepshow 3. So it's all good. But yeah, man, this movie got 3 stories, but he also has a nice little wraparound story to really feel fill some gaps. So the wraparound story, it's the prologue and 2 intermissions, and then it ends with the old epilogue. But the stories at hand, first one, Old Chief Woodenhead. Second one, The Rat. And the third one, The Hitch-Hiker. Yeah, that's my little impression of the creep. The creep that shows up as your host for the evening, the narrator to these stories. That's a word, is still here, boys and ghouls. Yes, man, I tell you. I like the style that they did too. They hit you with it's a live action movie. Every single story is in live action, but with the stories about Billy and his little tiny adventure evading the bullies that is chasing him around the neighborhood. That is all animation. You know, that is all animation. And yeah, it's that certain type of animation. It's that special type of animation that you only see in those type of movies at the time. If you know the movie Heavy Metal, the early, it's an old movie, yeah, but it's the early 80s movie, Heavy Metal. If you know that movie, then the animation in that movie is 100% the same type of shit that you see in this movie right here. The animation in this movie, you know, it gives a lot more detail, as far as facial expressions, as far as movement is concerned, real good stuff, man. I tell you, it's a movie. It's a nice little not blend. It's not scanner darkly blend, but it's a nice little mixture of live action and animation, because we're going to see some live action with the stories, but see the animation with the interlude and the the prologue and the two interludes and the epilogue. So with all that being said, let's talk about these stories, man. Old Chief Woodenhead. Now he had this movie doing this story. This movie is a great movie. It's a horror comedy, but a lot more horror than a lot less comedy. Let me tell you that. But anyway, yeah, Old Chief Woodenhead. You know, the old man. Yeah, this old man. He runs a store. He runs a store. He's the only store that is still in business, but the entire town is just completely dead. Nobody living in this town whatsoever, no neighbors, no nothing, not even another business across the street. This entire town is just dead, And this Indian, that, um, this elder Indian, he comes and he's friends with the old man and his wife, um, Ray Spruce, and his wife Martha Spruce. This old Indian, he shows up. This old Native American Indian. Get it straight, politically correct. You know. But yeah, he comes and pays the old man a visit. Comes to pay old man Ray a visit, and he got him this. It's like a token of appreciation, but yeah, he got him these jewels, these jewels and these stones, very, very rare, very, very precious, worth $10,000. But you know, if the old Native American Indian, if he cannot get these, if he cannot require these in 2 autumns, 2 years of fall, basically 2 autumns. If he cannot be required these, then the stones is the old man's. And here with that, they can just retire. They don't have to run that store no more. They just retire, live the rest of their lives together as the old married couple that they are. But unfortunately, later on that night, not too long after the old Indian leaves, his good-for-nothing nephew, who is really badass. His good-for-nothing nephew, Sam White Moon, shows up with his two boys. He calls Fat Stuff and Rich Boy. Yeah, he shows up, and yeah, he got beef with the old man. The last time they was in that store, they were stealing shit, and the old man didn't let them, so he kicked them out. So yeah, it's a little bit of payback, And Sam, he's on the quest to go to Hollywood, become a movie star, because he got this long, pretty, pretty long jet black hair. Yeah, he's a real handsome guy, great face, long jet black hair. And yeah, he arrives in Hollywood. He think he instantly going to get some work, man. Sam, get over here. Get in front of these cameras. Because, hey, you can't argue with a confident man, hey, maybe at that time he would have got some instant work like that. These days, shit, you need an Instagram account if you want to get some work, okay? Shit, you don't have to audition no more. Hell, they'll just get your Instagram, check you out, get your information, and then boom, here you go. You're going to get modeling contracts, acting deals, all that shit. So yeah, get yourself an Instagram, become an influencer, become a what's it called, Instagram model. Yeah, that's the way you get through life, kids. That's the way you get through entertainment. Yeah, you don't have to work hard no more. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, he think he's gonna get all this work because he got this great long flowing jet black hair. I mean, hey, it could work. At that time, it could have worked. It could work. Probably still can work, but still, anyway, yeah. He got beef with the old man, and he know about the jewels that his uncle gave him not too long ago. Yeah, he come to get those jewels, man. Yeah, there's nothing in that store that is worth shit to the to those guys, but hey, he want those jewels, and yeah, he accidentally. I seriously believe that he accidentally shot Martha Spruce. I seriously believe he accidentally shot her because look at the look on his face when the shotgun went off. Look at the look on his face. He was shocked as hell. Okay, he started backing away and everything. Okay, obviously he did not mean to shoot her, but he meant to shoot the old man because the old man was coming towards him. Hey, he wanted the old man to back off. So yeah, the old man coming towards him and he shot the old man. He shot Ray Spruce. And yeah, that was the story of them. They were going to live the rest of their lives in happiness. Now they're gone. But here is the real kicker. Before all this was happening, Ray Spruce was working on this wooden Indian statue, old Chief Woodenhead. He was working on him. Retouching the war paint. Because he got the sucker laying out in the sun for too long. The sun is going to deal with you. So yeah, the war paint was fading. So yeah, he retouched them up, and when the Indian was leaving, the Native American, the old Native American, when he was when he greeted, he greeted the old Indian statue. He greeted him, but when he left and greeted him again, say his goodbye, the old statue gave a slight nod. Yeah, the old man, he caught it. He caught it, but he didn't think nothing of it. So yeah, after all of this, after the whole tragedy went down, and the boys they were going to leave, man. The boys going to leave because they're out of here, man. They're out of here for good. No more of this bullshit, man. No more eating dust for a living. There ain't no dust in Hollywood, man. There ain't no fucking Tribe or some Tommy ripping ass red man either. Yeah, shot old Chief Woodenhead. Yeah. Yeah, that's Sam for you. Sam White Moon, yeah, he's badass. He's good for nothing, but he's badass. But yeah. Yeah, he had a plan to leave for Hollywood tonight. Yeah, he and his boy, Rich Boy, they'll take that Firebird, a fucking Firebird that's gonna fly on to Hollywood, USA. You gonna take that Firebird, and they're gonna jet out of there. But old Chief Woodenhead, he got other plans. He comes to life. He comes to life. Reach over to that paint that spilled over. He comes to life. Wipes the paint across his face. Yeah, he's ready for war. Yeah, he got all three of those guys, man. Yeah, firing elbows at fat stuff, trash rich boys, Firebird, and then hacked him up with the tomahawk. Left him laying on the hood of his Firebird. Then he went for Sam. Yeah, bust through the bathroom, pulled him out. Yeah, scalped the shit out of him with his blade. Oh man. Yeah, Sam's most prized possession now in the hand of old Chief Woodenhead. Yeah, he comes back. Yeah, he comes back to the store. Stands at his he stands at his usual spot. You know, saluting. Looking up at the sky with that proud Indian stance. Yeah, he got his bow and arrow in one hand, Sam's hair and scalp in the other hand. The old Indian, he shows up at the store. He shows up at the store not too long after he wakes up and finds that the bag of jewels is sitting right there, right next to him. So yeah, he goes over to the store to see if the old man is still alright. Well, he didn't find the old man, but he found old Chief Woodenhead with his nephew Sam's scalped hair in his hand and fresh war paint on his face. Yeah, so yeah, he pretty much blessed the old chief. Yeah, may your soul rest, old one. Ako in it, Ako. Yeah, he blessed the old man, the old chief. Yeah, and that was that story. Yeah, that's the story of vengeance. I tell you, man. And then yeah, we got second story, the wrath. We got the second story of the wrath. We got these four college kids. They're gonna go swimming at the lake. They're gonna go swimming. They're gonna go get laid. That's what that's the guys' plan. They're gonna go get laid. With these two fine ladies. Yeah, Rachel and Laverne. Yeah. Yeah, Deke and Randy. Yeah, they're gonna go. They're gonna go get laid for these girls. But yeah, these girls, they think they're gonna swim at the lake. Yeah, the raft, is there gonna be a raft there? Yeah, the raft will be there. Yeah, I promise. The raft will be there. Yeah, they show up at the lake. Smoking some ganja. They show up at the lake. Yeah, the raft was there, just like you said. Yeah, freezing water, but they're gonna go swim for it anyway. Swim for it and swim over to the raft. Only when Randy he noticed something a little very not so normal with what's going on in that water up ahead. Yeah, he saw a duck is stuck in the water, but then next thing you know, that duck disappeared in the water, let out a huge scream as it disappeared. So yeah, the guys to get on the raft, and then yeah, Randy, he's a little suspicious of what the hell is that round black substance that is floating in the water, but it's moving towards the girls. Yeah, so he's pretty much egging the girls on to go faster. So yeah, the girls, they get up on the raft. They want to know what the hell's wrong with them, but yeah, this black, shady black oil slick, this black substance, it's just moving all around the raft very slowly. And yeah, one of the girls, Rachel, she has a little idea to see what it is, so she's going to try and touch it, but that some bitch, it just reached up and it grabbed her. Yeah, whatever the hell it is, it's alive, and it reached up and it grabbed her and it pulled her inside. It didn't pull her in the water, it pulled her inside that thing. Yeah. It just ate her, man. It ate her up, ate her whole. You saw her skin get shredded as the thing just was pulling at her. But yeah, it just ate her up, man. Eventually, he got the big boy, got Deke, man, got him under the raft, under the boards. He got him through that little bit of space there. So yeah, he got him, pulled him under. Yeah, the big hole in the raft. All that's left of him was his class ring. Yeah, he got him. So yeah, Randy and Laverne, they were the only ones left, and they were just stuck. This nice little metaphor for imprisonment. I mean, even though they're in a huge open area, you know, they're still out in the middle of nowhere, and nobody know where they are. Okay, you just see a yellow car that is still running because the tape in there is just playing over and over. So yeah, the car is still sitting out there, it's running. You see you see these two out on the raft, and yeah, man, just when you think things was going to be okay because that living substance, it was away from the raft, but overnight it must have got back under because poor Laverne, after Randy was doing a little sneak attack, playing with her, kissing her midsection, and he was starting to play with those titties, man. After after his plan was faltered right there, and Laverne, yeah, she wakes up and she finds something. She finds something on her face, and it's that fucking shit all over her face. It just clinged on to her, man. Yeah, it was starting to get worse. It was starting to cling on more and more, all over her head, all over her upper body. It was starting to cling on to her, you know. So yeah, there was nothing Randy he could do, man. He just had to stand there and watch as she just get devoured, slowly devoured by this thing. Yeah, so yeah, he jumps in the water. He trying to swim. He trying to swim it. He's trying to swim. Out swim it. You know. So yeah, as he is swimming, you know, you know, it sucks down Laverne. Yeah, he's just ain't nothing left over. So yeah, now it's going for him. And it is going for him. This sucker is, the way it was slow moving at first. This sucker was gaining on him. It was just gaining on him. I mean, he had some pretty good distance, a nice little head start. He had some pretty good distance, but that sucker was just gaining on him. But yeah, he made it to shore. He made it to shore. He's out of breath, He's talking about, here, I beat you. I beat you. Yeah, he tried to turn around and go for the car, but that shit came up, swallowed him whole, and left out a nice little burr. Nice little burp, man. Yeah. But the funny little twist of this whole thing is there was a sign hidden in the bushes that read "No swimming." Who the fuck is going to see that? Okay, a sign hidden in the bushes. Yeah, that shit was done on purpose. Man. But yeah, story number 2, and then story number 3, the Hitch-Hiker. So yeah, man, capitalism at its best. You gotta love the 80s, the Reagan era. Capitalism at its best. You got Annie Lansing, infidel of a wife. Yeah, she's in bed with another dude. But hey, she's gonna be running late getting home, so she's in her car that she is boasting about that it cost what, $30,000, $40,000, thousand this and thousand that. That's all she was yakking about throughout the pretty much throughout the whole story. And that's all she was just yakking about. How much money is to her. But yeah, she's she's trying to drive home. She's trying to beat. She ain't gonna try and beat traffic because it's late at night and there's no car in sight. But she's still in the race against time because the dude that she was fucking, he's all over at the other side of town. But her house, her nice big house, is over at the other. Yeah, she's trying to reach that distance in about 7 minutes. Yeah, good luck with that, sweetheart. Well, she having a little car trouble. Where she drops a cigarette. No smoking and driving. Yeah, she drops a cigarette, and yeah, next thing you know, she loses control of the car. Next thing she know, she hits a black guy. That's holding up a sign that reads Dover. Yeah, she hits him, run his ass down. And now she's involved in the hit and run. There's a car coming, another car coming the other way. So what she do? She speeds off. The truck that goes by, she hits her lights. So she got no headlights on. She ducks down as the truck goes by. She drives right by it, flying by it. Yeah, the truck goes by. The car that was coming, it stops. The driver, he analyze the situation. Yeah, there's a hit and run going on here. So he go on his car phone. He calls 911. The trucker, he comes up. Trucker played by Stephen King. Yeah, he comes up. Yeah, Yeah, he see what's going on. Yeah, a car flew by him not too long ago. He didn't know what it was. Couldn't get a make on it. He couldn't get a make on the guy either. But yeah, looks like a black guy, huh? So yeah, another car comes up. Yeah, the trucker, Stephen King, lets out this flare, you know. Yeah, what happened? The guy got creamed. What happened? Happens all the time, you know. But yeah, Annie Lansing, she thinks she's in the clear, there's no way the other car could have identified her, and then she whipped by the truck so fast. So yeah, she thinks she's in the clear. Next thing you know, she runs and she sees that the guy that she hit, he's waving at her from a distance, but he's coming up to her. Yeah, so yeah, she thinks she saw him. Yeah, she turns around, thinks she saw him. Turn around again. Yeah, he's seeing things, bitch. Yeah, he can't live with it. Yeah, he can't live with the guilt that she hit a guy and killed him. Next thing she know, boy, yeah. Next thing she knows, she in for a night of hell because the dead hitchhiker, he shows up. Thanks for the ride, lady. Yeah, he shows up. She drives off. He's clinging onto the car and everything. Yeah, she's in for a night of hell. I mean, yeah, she drives into the woods. Trying to knock him off the car. This guy, he just keeps showing up. He just keeps popping up, getting more fucked up. He keeps popping up. Yeah, so at one point, the dead hitchhiker, he's on the hood of the car, he's more fucked up. Keeps saying, thanks for the ride, lady, pounding on the hood, trying to get her to stop the car. Yeah, so she rams that car into the tree, you know. Yeah, he's laying there against the tree. So yeah, she backs it up. She rams him into the against the tree again, backs it up, rams it into him. Losing her grill, losing her bumper, lost her headlight, bent the shit out the hood. Man, yeah, that $40,000 car that she keep boasting about, that car is now shit. Okay, hell, car is so busted, looks like Def Jam fight from New York. After you beat Busta Rhymes' ass, you beat him up. Yeah, you bust up his car at the same time. That's what the car looked like. But yeah, man, I tell you, yeah, she thought she got away with it, man. She thought she got away with it. She thought she finally killed the bastard, the poor bastard. She thought she finally killed him, you know. She knocked herself out. She woke up, it's snowing outside. She backs the car up to see if he's still there. Yeah, he ain't there, she thinks that the whole thing was just a dream. Yeah, she wakes up with a headache, but she thinks the whole thing is just a dream. So, she drives home, finds out that her husband is not even home yet. The whole time she was going through all that trouble, trying to race home, trying to beat him back home, and he's not even home yet. So maybe she's in the clear. But nope. The old fucked up hitchhiker, he shows up again. Thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride, lady. Oh man. Damn. Shows up more fucked up. Yeah, jumps on her, thanks for the ride, lady. Jumps on her. Yeah, she trying to get him off, here's the funny part. She tried to vainly fight him off her. She actually asked him, How much does he want? You know, money, capitalism. The key word for that story, capitalism. All about money to her. Yeah, the garage door closes. All the smoke is coming up. Not too long after, some point after that, it's still nighttime. So not too long after, her husband finally gets home. He gets home late. He sees the garage door opens, sees a lot of smoke. He gets out, and he see that his wife is sitting in there, dead, carbon monoxide poisoning, dead. You know, yeah, she just sitting there, sitting there, dead bodies in there, and the sign, the Hitchhiker's Dover sign. I guess the Hitchhiker finally made it to Dover, and he got his ride to thank for that. But yeah, she's laying there dead, Dover right there. But yeah, those were the stories, man. Those were the stories, and then we got this wraparound story, this animated wraparound story of Billy. First, we see him early in the morning. The creep is at the comic book shop early in the morning. The early delivery of the next Creepshow comic. He throws the package out. Yeah, Billy opens it up and he sees the Creepshow comic. And then later on, yeah. So yeah, he rides through town and he has an encounter with these bullies. But yeah, not too long after he gets his package. Yeah, the reason why, you know, he got he got the next creep show. He got the next creep show comic, but he was there early for another package, and he got another package, and it was a Venus flytrap bulb, a giant Venus flytrap bulb. They eat meats. Yeah, so he rides through town with his new package. He riding home, and he gets into it with these bullies. So yeah, the lead bully, he crushed the package, takes it out, dangling it in front of the boy, drops it, smashes it. So hey, what did Billy do? He takes his sneakers and he smashed homeboy right in the nads. He catch him. I want his ass. Yeah, so what's next for Billy? Well, we see that he's on the run. He's on the run, but is he running from them or is he leading them to someplace? Well, we find out that he is leading these boys someplace far out, deserted. You're not supposed to be there because you got a keep out sign. And yeah, he is ready for them. He is ready for these boys. So what happens next? The Venus flytrap, the giant Venus flytrap monster. More than one, they all rise and they just eat these boys all, eat them whole. Yeah, the lead boy. Yeah, he's a big boy, big strong boy. He tried to fight one off. Trying to keep the mouth open. You know, yeah, legs on the jaw. He tried to hold it up, tried to keep it open, but Unfortunately for him, Venus flytrap's jaws is the giant monsters. Venus flytrap jaws is much more stronger than a big strong boy. So ate him, spit out that leather boot with a spur, and yeah, and that was that. A Venus flytrap, a giant Venus flytrap. They eat meat. Mm. Creepshow 2. Creepshow 2. Yeah, you see the old creep. Yeah, cackling along at the delivery truck. And yeah, he spots us, breaking the fourth wall. He spots us. So what did he do? He grabs a comic, flings it towards us. Yeah, till next time, kiddies. Yeah, boy. Flings it towards us. And yeah, he just flinging along comics as he drive, as he ride away. But yeah, Creepshow 2, what a hell of an experience. What a hell of an horrific, horrifying cinematic experience it was, man. This is a real good movie. I really liked it, obvious reasons why I'm doing this review. But yeah, this is a real good movie though. Solid 4 out of 5. I'm not going to give it a 5 out of 5 because it is not. It's a good movie, but it's not as good as the first one. Maybe because they had it was a little bit shorter. Those 3 stories. The 3 stories were real good. Old Chief Woodenhead, The Raft, Hitch-Hiker. Those stories are real good. But yeah, a good 4 out of 5. A good solid 4 out of 5, man. Creepshow 2, you know. Somewhere down the line, I'll do Creepshow 3. But right now, that's my review, Jack. And I'm sticking to it. Now, next week. Next week, man. Next week, well, I will not be doing horror. I'm not, it's not gonna be in the horror field next week, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you looked at this movie. But yeah, and then, like I said, I could have did Mortal Kombat this week, right now, tonight. I could have did Mortal Kombat, but the movie release date, it just had to be. The movie release date of Creepshow 2. And what's today's day? It just had to be. So I had to do it. I'm glad I did too. Cause man, this felt good. This is real good. I like this. Next week, man, next week is gonna be Mortal Kombat. The newer one. The updated one. 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. So yeah. Keep it locked right here for that. Check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is